Hey, what's going on, guys? Danny here at Pro Transmissions in Athens again. Back at it with another video. Today we're working on a 1999 Toyota Tacoma. Customer's complaint on this one is that the alternator is not charging or the battery light is on. So again, we don't want to just jump to the conclusion that it needs an alternator. Looking at this one, this alternator actually looks pretty darn new or newer. So we want to test it to make sure that that's what's going on. So our first test, of course, is we're going to check our battery, which we're going to turn on the multimeter and check the battery. Let's get it put up here where y'all can see it. So we got 12 volts on the battery, which gives us that we have a good battery. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to check and see if we have alternator output at the battery itself. On this particular vehicle, it's got a pigtail in the back that's got, of course, you got your main lead that comes off the battery for battery charging, alternator charging. But then we also have 3 wires in the back, which is the main harness. 2 of those wires are 12 volts, which one comes out of when ignition on, the other one is whenever the ignition is off, so it's all-time power. And then it's got a white wire that shows alternator output. So I should have the same amount of power at the battery than I do at the white wire on the back of the alternator. If we don't have any voltage at the white wire with the vehicle running, that tells us that the alternator is not putting anything out. So again, we want to test this to make sure that we are correct and that we're doing the proper diagnosis for this vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and crank it and we'll go from there. All right, so with the vehicle running, we're testing to see if we have any output, and we're showing 11.66 volts. So that tells me right there that the alternator itself is right now is not charging. I'm currently hooked to the 12 volt lead wire on the pigtail. And you can see we have right at 12 volt 11.5. So next thing I'm gonna check, I'm gonna switch over to the white wire real quick and see if I have command out of that. And I am back probed to the back of the pigtail. And you can see right there we have points, right at 0.02. So it's telling we don't have enough voltage there. We should be seeing the same 11.5, 11.6 that we saw on the other one a minute ago. So with this one we have diagnosed. Again, it's got a bad alternator, but we wanted to be sure. We didn't want to just tell the customer, hey, it's got a bad alternator without testing it. Because again, this alternator does look pretty new. So it's been replaced in the past. Again, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, comment on there. If you would have done something differently, just let us know. See you on the next one. Peace. All right, welcome back. So we got the alternator replaced on this Tacoma, so we're going to go back and verify and make sure that the repair is done completed. So I'm going to start it up and I'm going to show y'all the process that we're going to go through and check it again. So first things first, the battery light's already off. So that's a plus sign. We're going to check our voltage here, make sure, and get this hold up. We're at 14.2. So on that same wire that we were talking about earlier, Jesus, if I can get this thing to stand up. There we go. On that same wire that we were on earlier, that y'all remember, if y'all saw, we had 0 volts. We got the same charging voltage. There you go. So again, guys, that's the diag repair. Again, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that follow button, guys. See you on the next one.